Hey guys, welcome to the new spreadsheet that I've created. If you've already looked into our mobile dry hire pricing sheet that we created, if you're a user of that, this will be very similar, very familiar. If you're not, if you're coming into this without any prior knowledge of using a spreadsheet, I've made it so silly easy to use. Anybody can really use this, and you can use it for a small event of 5 to 10 people all the way up to 100 people, 1,000 people. It'll very easily be scalable. What you'll see is up in this top gray area, it's a very simple couple questions. How many people are you looking at feeding for how many hours? This is going to give you a current live price as you add items to your cart, and this is going to give you your cost. So as we start adding, we're going to see that the food cost, this is your percent markup. You're going to see this on the back end. This is something that you don't really want to give out to your customer, but the industry standard is a 20 to 30% markup. You can set that here, and that'll give you your final rate there. The service fee, I'll show you where that'll come in later, and the goal price per person. So let's get right into it. If you've been following how to create a charcuterie board or the general rules of thumb with the 333 and those different things, there's a certain amount of food that you can prepare per person for doing a charcuterie board. And one of those things is, having at least 3 different kinds of meat is a good rule of thumb. 3 different kinds of cheeses. And this spreadsheet covers each one of those things. Fruits, at least 3. Vegetables, starches, all of those different things are listed out here on this sheet, and we're going to go through quick what those are. And I will show you right now. So what you would do for a sheet like this. I'm going to keep this very short, very quick. 3.5 ounces per person is what's recommended. 3 ounces per person is recommended for cheese. So the calculations have already been done for you. The math has already been done for you. All you're going to do is go down here, and it's going to say, please choose at least 3. So let's say, for an example, you chose honey ham, salami, and let's do roast beef. As you've seen over here on this side of the screen, it automatically populated and divided out based on how many meats you had. So you're looking at 428 ounces of meat with an average price of $95. Everything's already done for you based on how much ham goes for, salami goes for, and roast beef goes for, that you can get at any restaurant, store, or warehouse. The recommended, based on 125 people for 3.5 ounces per person, would be 437.5 ounces of meat. This is giving you 438. So you can see the math works out pretty good. What that's going to do is, as you go through each one of these things, so let's go to cheeses. I've organized these, every section, meat, cheese, fruits, by price. So your cheaper stuff, your mozzarella, aged Gouda, that's going to be cheaper on the overhaul than something like a truffle infused cheese or a goat cheese. It's going to ask you to pick at least 3. You can always choose more. As you see, I choose 4, and the 4 is lit up down here, and these numbers are divided out equally against those 4. If I hit this one, now you see, look, it's redivided itself out. 125, it gives you the live prices. 375 ounces recommended. 375 ounces is what we have. Boom, you're already done. So once you've gone through and you've added your cheese, you've added your fruit, vegetables, anything that you think the customer is going to want. Maybe you're going to sell a package where you're always going to have certain ones already marked. Celery sticks seems to be a staple. Baby carrots, cherry tomatoes, those kind of things are always going to be in there. So you can have them selected. You might only have to fill this out a few times, but it's going to give you your price every time. These starches. So let's say you add some mixed nuts, and maybe goldfish, assorted crackers. We'll add those kind of things into it. And it's going to give you all the prices. Let's go down. Dips. Everybody wants some dips. Let's say hummus, honey, jams. All those prices have been added, and the quantities have been added. And those totals have been added all together for you. And at the very end of it, what you're going to see is that it has added it all up, and you have a food cost. So based on what you inputted, it's saying you're going to be spending about $425 on what you've selected. At a 30% markup, you're going to be charging about $553. That's going to give you about $4.42 per person. Now, I didn't select everything. I didn't go through the entire thing, but if you're trying to spend, a goal price of $10 per person, you can see you still have $697 to work with. Now, this would be for just making your charcuterie board and working within a budget to meet that. You're going to have other fees. I'm not trying to tell you that you need to have your delivery fee and your setup and your board fee all included in this. This is just a very simple way for you to create your board. So once you've gone through and you've filled out all of these things, I've taken it one step further, and some of you might have already seen, but down here at the bottom, I have a shopping list. You click that, and boom, you have your one shot that you can take this out, and you can say, I need to get honey ham, and these are all in ounces. So 146 ounces of ham, 146 ounces of salami, cherry tomatoes, mixed nuts, everything's all out for you there, and you'll pick up different ways. So you might say the assorted crackers, what's 125 ounces of crackers? Well, on most boxes, it's going to give you the total. You're going to be able to use this as a really good marker, and you'll know what your budget is. I'm at $425, and I need to buy all of these items. So I hope this helps. It's a very quick, I'm selling it for $10 on Etsy, and I have it on my website, servedelmarva.com. I hope you all can use this. I think it's a very easy tool to start pricing out your charcuterie boards and to start putting together something that you can give to your customers. I mean, you can scale this out. You could do it for a large event. Let's say it's 4,000 people. Boom. You're at 14,000 ounces of meat, and it's going to give you those prices. Everything's marked up $17,000, no matter how many people. Let's say you only have 10. You have a small party that you want to do, $46. This is really customizable to anything you'd need. I think it's going to work for anybody. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm on all the social medias, servedelmarva.com, and on Etsy at Buy My Sheets. Thanks.